Hi, welcome to the demo of how to leverage Databand to monitor DataStage flow. This is Tianhuat. What we will cover in this demo includes how to integrate Databand and DataStage flow, how Databand monitor the DataStage flow. We will go through the Databand UI in details and how to set an alert so that it will be triggered. For example, runtime is greater than X seconds. So the assumption here is that you have the DataStage next generation being installed, as well as the Databand. DataStage, there are two versions of it. One is the InfoSphere DataStage. One is the DataStage next generation, which is the DataStage component within IBM Cloud Pak for Data. To integrate them, first you click on Integrations and click on Add Integration and click on DataStage. Here we are using on-prem version, so we use the on-prem user. Click Confirm. Here we will need to specify the integration details as well as choose the corresponding projects. Since we have set up the integration previously and the exact same interface is used when we edit an existing integration, so let's edit an existing integration to see what need to be filled out. So for the integration details, we can give integration name, give a name that is easily recognizable, and a host name which is corresponding to the host name here. And we use basic authentication, provide your username and password. We don't change anything on the advanced settings. And subsequently, we select the project that we are interested. So we are interested in the ACN data pipeline project, and therefore we choose this project and click on save. Okay, so since we are editing, we just close it. And that's it, and we finish the integration. Now after finish the integration, let's take a look of the DataStage flow that we are going to monitor. Is named as Databand demo. Let's take a look at what are the stages that has been defined in Databand demo. In DataStage, we define different stages for the purpose of handling the data. And the first stage here is the sequential file stage. If you double click on it, you will see that this is a sequential file stage. And basically, this is an employee.csv file. And this is the content of the employee.csv file. We have a employee ID and we have employee name. There are 3 rows of it. And the employee CSV file will pass the tables to the next stage, which is a transformer stage. Transformer stage will add an additional columns. The input will be coming from link 2 and the output will be passing to the link 3. Recall that we have 2 columns and now we add an additional column called ename length, which is the length of ename column. In this case, we have Jack, Rosie and John. The ename length are all 4 because they have 4 characters. And the transformer will get an input from the CSV file and the output will be passed to the peak stage. The peak stage will output the result from transformer stage to the console. And let's run the pipeline. Note that this is not the first time we run this pipeline. We have run it multiple times. And DataStage have recorded the status of all past runnings. Note that when the pipeline runs, the Databand will monitor the running. Okay, the running is finished. Let's take a look of the log. Let's search for peak 1. And you will see that these 3 rows has been output to the console by the peak stage. Okay, now let's take a look at the Databand side. Let's take a look at the dashboard. The dashboard will provide information on the last 2 days. You can configure accordingly, last 1 hour, etc. So let's click on last 1 hour, and then we will see there is 1 run in total, and the starting time of the run is at 26th of May. Maybe let's choose last 2 days. We see more information, and there are 3 runs at this particular time, and there are 4 runs at this particular time, May 25. And there are 1 run at May 26, 5 p.m. And we don't have any error. And for the pipeline statistic, we have no error, no failure. And the run count, the total run count for this particular pipeline for the last 2 days is 8. And the average runtime duration is 8 seconds. And total runtime duration plus all of them together is 1 minute 2 seconds. The last active run is this one. Okay, so basically the dashboard will provide a nutshell of the runs that has been going on. Our analysis typically start at pipelines, and you will see there is a pipeline called Databand demo, which is the Databand demo data stage flow we have run previously. and this is a DataStage job. Basically, this is the name of the particular pipelines. And we have these pipelines under this project, which is exactly the project name here. And we have run 8 times, and all of them are success. And the last run is on 5:10 p.m. And if we are interested into the status of each of these 8 runs, we can click on the name. You will see all the 8 runs that has been done before. The latest one is done today at 5:10 p.m. And this is called a run list of a pipeline. Databand records all the DataStage flow run that has happened before. And if you click on the metrics, we will see the duration of the previous runs. If we go back to the run list, and the total duration run is X seconds. And if we are interested in individual run, in this particular run, then we just click on the run itself. We will see this particular diagram on the right hand side, which corresponds to the data stage that has been defined here. We can see the runtime of each individual stage, and also the overall runtime of entire data stage flow. And if you click on logs, you will see the logs of running of entire data stage flow. If you click on individual stage, you will see the log for this particular stage itself. We can also see there's a run info for the entire data stage flow as well as individual stage. And in the data interactions, if you click on the data stage flow, it will give the total read and total write that happens. So for example, in the latest run, we have total write of 6 and total read of 9. And these are the details of read and write. If you look at the total runtime, it runs around 8 seconds. If you go back to the pipelines and take a look of the metrics, it runs around 8 seconds. The lowest is 7 seconds. The max is 9 seconds. So we want to define an alert that it will be triggered. So let's define an alert where you will alert at 1 second. If it exceeds 1 second's running time, then it will trigger the alert. So we know that this alert will definitely be triggered. Okay, let's go to the alerts. Let's add an alert. There are multiple alerts you can add, like pipeline duration, like schema change, like missing operation, data quality, etc. So we will be looking at pipeline duration, and we will set it as a high severity. Let's give it a name, exit 1 second. So this is a pipeline, and the source is the data stage, and the pipeline is this databand demo. And the alert condition will be greater than 1 second, and we make it as high severity. And let's save the alert, and let's run this again. Let's go back to the databand UI, and you can see that an alert has been triggered. And this alert has been triggered because the duration is greater than 1 second, and actual duration that has been triggered this is 7 seconds because we have run this for 7 seconds. If you click on the pipelines and click on specific data stage job, you will see this particular run, the latest run, has triggered these alerts. Alright, so this is about the alerts. And there are additional functionalities on alert, such as you can trigger on other alert type, as well as it can be sent to other channels such as your Slack message when it is triggered. So that's it for this particular demo. Thank you.